Good start.
Hello, my name is Frederick Sweet, and it was a great honor to be asked to officiate here today. We've been invited here today by Laura and Tony to share with them this very personal and very significant moment in their lives. In the time that they've been together, their friendship, love, and understanding of each other have continued to grow, and now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. Laura and Tony have also asked that we take a moment to honor those loved ones who are not with us today, Tony's father Stephen and Laura's grandparents Eddie and Isabel. As you sign the guest book, you will see pictures of those who are with us here in spirit watching today. I became friends with Tony at York University, where we were co-directors of a course called Roots of Western Civilization, the Bible first semester and Classical Literature the second. I am sure that you would like to hear more about this fascinating course, but there isn't the time, you see. You will, I think, be unsurprised to hear that Tony was a very effective and popular lecturer. You will also be unsurprised to hear that he was a pleasure to work with. As for Laura, my wife Jane and I have had several dinners with her and Tony and have found her wonderfully charming and congenial. It is my strong conviction that these two belong together, and getting married is a really good first step. I've written down a few inspirational words for Tony and Laura in one of my favorite dead languages. I will insult you by giving you an English translation afterwards. It goes something like this. Antonius et Laura sunt vere optimi, sunt digni esse simul beatissimi. Gaudiamus igitur, in bona fortuna eorum, et speremus pro eis mutuam vitam salutis, felicitatis, et temporum optimorum. Congratulatio vos duo. Eos plausu salutemus. Which translated means, Tony and Laura are really, really good people. They deserve to be extremely happy together. Let us therefore rejoice in their good fortune, and let us hope for them a mutual life of health, happiness, and really good times. Congratulations, you two. Let us salute them with applause. At this time, I would like to invite Sue, Tony's sister, to share a few words.
Good afternoon. It's a lovely day, and in honor of Laura and Tony, I have a classic favorite to read to you. Sophie and Megan, this also goes out to you. It's by Robert Fulghum, and it's called All I Ever Really Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. All of what I really need to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Wisdom was not at the top of the graduate school mountain, but there in the sandbox at the nursery school. These are the things I learned. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say sorry when you hurt somebody. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. Give them to someone who feels sad. Live a balanced life. Learn some and think some and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day. Take a nap every afternoon. Be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the plastic cup? The roots go down and the plant goes up, and nobody really knows how or why, but we are all like that. Everything you need to know is in there somewhere. And it is still true, no matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together.
Thank you, Sue. And now I'd like to invite Tony Michael, who is the other Tony's friend and colleague, to share a few words. Tony?
Tony and I taught this course at York called Roots of, what's it called? 1710? Yeah, the same course that this guy taught. Fred, thank you. I have a very short quote I'd like to read. I must apologize. There will be no Latin translation at the end of it. It's not by Robert Fulton, by George Eliot. What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel that they are joined together to strengthen each other in all labor, to minister to each other in all sorrow, to share with each other in all gladness, to be one with each other in the silent, unspoken memories. God bless.
Thank you, Tony. Laura and Tony, you are now about to exchange your marriage vows. These vows are an expression of the promises you have chosen to make to each other. The vows you share will thrive on the love that you have for each other, and your marriage will grow deeper as time goes by. As you journey through life together, may you continue to trust each other, laugh together, and speak often to one another. And may your lives together be filled with joy, whether in times of peace or chaos, trouble or good fortune. Laura, please hand your bouquet to your maid of honor, face each other, and join hands.
Who's first?
I can go first. For every, I usually will.
Sets the tone.
Yes, that's right. No surprises. Before everyone here today, our friends and family, these things I promise you. To appreciate you for the wonderful person you are, to love you without reservation, to be supportive wherever your interests and passions take you, even if it's to the comic book store, and to be loyal and truthful at all times. Now these things I will try to do. I will try to laugh at your jokes at least 70% of the time, even though Megan and Sophie both said I don't have to. When you cheerfully say you're trying a new recipe which involves pork products, a weird vegetable, and jam, I will try to embrace the culinary adventure. I will try to pick up after myself, not leave empty wrappers lying around, and I will try not to put an empty granola bar box, among other things, back in the cupboard, ever.
I should have looked at this beforehand. There we go.
I wrote it.
Before everyone here today, our friends and family, these things I promise you. To appreciate you for the wonderful person you are, to love you without reservation, to be supportive wherever your interests and passions take you, and be loyal and truthful at all times. Now these things I will try to do. Not fall asleep at Stratford Festival production. Continue to send you to work with a nutritious lunch. Most times they're barely edible. And if I can digress for a moment, I always tell Laura, whoa, that I don't recognize her in old photographs. The reason is that she rarely ever smiles in them. But since the day we met, Laura has always had a smile on her face. So Laura, from this day forward, I'll make every effort to keep you smiling, to make you happy as you've made me since that fateful first date.
Tell me, Tony and Laura. Tona and Lori, do you have rings to exchange? This would be a good time. Wedding rings are made precious by our wearing them. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you have chosen to be bound together. Let these rings also be a sign that love has substance as well as soul, a present as well as a past, and that, despite its occasional sorrows, love is a circle of happiness, wonder, and delight. May these rings remind you always of the vows that you have taken here today. Tony and Laura have chosen to perform a love letter and wine box ceremony. For those of you who've never seen this before, this box contains a bottle of wine and a love letter from each to the other. The letters describe the good qualities they find in one another, the reasons they fell in love, and their hopes for their future together. The letters are sealed in individual envelopes, and they have not seen what the other one has written. Should Tony and Laura ever find their marriage facing hardships, they will open this box, sit and drink the wine together, then read the letters they wrote to one another to be reminded of the reasons why they are together. The hope is, however, that Tony and Laura will never have a reason to open this box. And if this is the case, they are to open this box to share and enjoy on their 5th wedding anniversary, replenish and open on their 10th anniversary, and so on. And this will go to Price Waterhouse for 5 years. Before I pronounce you married, I just have one more thing I want you to do. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. It's a day filled with emotions, friends, family, rings, and dances. Many people remember how fleeting their wedding day was. So I want you to take a minute to look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you are feeling in this moment, in this place. Really let that feeling register in your heart and mind. John Lennon once said, "A dream that you dream alone is only a dream that you dream together, that is reality." That new reality starts now. Laura and Tony, having witnessed your vows for marriage with all who are assembled here, I announce with great joy that you are husband and wife. You may seal your vows with a kiss. As Tony and Laura sign their certificate of marriage, Tony's daughter Sophie will sing for us, accompanied by Brent Hagerman and Ali Scott.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
That was grand, Sophie. I have a few announcements before we conclude this ceremony. Dinner will be served at 6 o'clock. And until that time, enjoy cocktails and appetizers here in the patio. The wedding party will be taking photos and will join you in a short while. Laura and Tony would like pictures of you all holding a blackboard with your own message to the bride and groom. You should see Sandy. Can you stand up, Sandy, so we know where you are? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Laura Cudsworth and Tony Burke.